King Nebuchadnezzar ordered people to bow down to the golden statue whenever they were hungry, they heard music, they were sleeping, they were in school. The answer is when they heard music. The banner verse is found in the dictionary, the ocean, the Bible, Ephesians 6:10, or cartoons. The answer is the Bible, Ephesians 6:10. Knights need to know how to make pizza, paint fences, play soccer, or ride horses. The answer is ride horses. Thanks for playing.
Sparky, see, I told you there would be people here. And guess what? They're not all ice ants.
Hey, well, when you're flying up so high, everything looks like ants.
Welcome to North Castle. I'm so sorry for the awkward introduction, y'all. I do apologize, but let's face it, we really haven't had visitors in a very long time because of all the ice and snow.
Sorry if you came to see the king. I regret to inform you he's not here. He's on the way on a quest to find the great armor.
I'm sorry, I apologize. We have not introduced ourselves yet. I am Armorer Anakin, and this cute little fella right here is my pal. He's going to be your friend real soon. His name's Sparky. And you may not see very many dragons from where you come from, but here at North Castle, we have dragons. But old Sparky here, he doesn't breathe fire. He breathes ice.
Hey, it's true. Years ago, the royal blacksmith requested an armored dragon to help him make armor for the king. I guess something was lost in translation because, well, I'm not an armored dragon. I'm an Arctic dragon.
You see, the blacksmith tried to keep Sparky around for help and to do things for the blacksmith, but poor Sparky, well, he's allergic to blacksmithing dust, and when he's around it, all he does is sneeze all the time. And if the truth be told, that's the reason North Castle has been covered in ice and snow. Whenever Sparky sneezes, out comes ice and snow. It's like a blizzard every time he sneezes. Hey. That was a close one. Just stay right there. Okay, good. Whew. I try to help Sparky all the time. I do. But sometimes it happens, and when he does sneeze, we all freeze. When he sneezes, we just freeze. We just stop in place, and we're frozen anytime. See, what I mean is by this, we all become still and quiet and make ice statues. Let's try an ice statue. You just freeze. I guarantee you, it's your parents' favorite pose that you could do, an ice statue. Now, Sparky, let's show our new friends what we're talking about. So ready, set, sneeze. And you just freeze when he sneezes. That's what you do. You just freeze. You freeze when he sneezes. Now, the next time Sparky sneezes, y'all, we all freeze. Anyway, enough about that. Let's move on to something really, really cool, Sparky. You want to do that?
Aye.
How about our banner verse? We need to know our banner verse. Does that sound? You told me before we came on here to make sure I remembered the banner verse.
Aye, yes, we can't forget our banner verse. No knight ever goes on a quest without a banner verse.
Absolutely. So, our banner verse, and I'm going to read it from our awesome book here. Our banner verse is from Ephesians 6, verse 10. It says, "Be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his power." So all of you soon-to-be knights, and yes, that's what you're going to be when this week's over with. All you soon-to-be knights, say this with me. Say, "Be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his power."
Hey, you sound ready. Don't worry about getting lost on your quest. You will have plenty of guidance along the way.
All right, you soon-to-be knights, we're going to get ready. But before we go on our quest, our awesome North Castle dance team is going to come lead us in some awesome songs. So, Sparky, are you ready for the dance team?
Hey.
I'm ready for the dance team. You guys get ready for the dance team and check them out right now.
Be strong in the Lord and the strength of his power. Be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. When it feels like hope is gone, be strong, be strong. I will keep on keeping on and be strong in the Lord. Be strong in the Lord and the strength of his power. Be when the fire's hot, hot, burning up, hot, hot, come on, burning up, it's burning up, hot, hot, yeah, burning up, hot, hot, burning up, it's burning up, hot, hot, it's getting hot, it's getting hot, it's getting hot, but I'm not burning up, it's burning up, I'll just be over here dancing, hot, it's getting hot, it's getting hot, don't mind me, burning up, it's burning up.
Hey, Knights of the North Castle, welcome to the Bible Story Hall. You know, big castles have halls. This is Bible Story Hall. Every day during this time, we are going to go on a quest in search of a piece of the king's armor. But I don't think this armor that we're going to be looking for is made out of iron or metal or steel. No, it's made out of something much stronger than that. It's made out of the Word of God. Woohoo! All right, so let's prepare our hearts. We don't go on a quest unless we get prepared first. So here we go. Here's Sparky. Y'all see Sparky, the little dragon? Yay. Okay, here is how we prepare ourselves. This is our banner, the castle banner. And it says, say it with me if you want to, be strong in the Lord and in the strength of His power. This is in Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 13. Oh, say it one more time. Be strong in the Lord and in the strength of His power. Here is our banner verse. We're going to hang that over the castle wall. Yes, we are. Now, there's one night word, a word that the knights use that I want you to remember all week, and it's called huzzah. Huzzah. This means very good. So we're going to use that word all during this time. Now, our tale, or let's say our story comes from a part of the Bible called the Old Testament. Okay? And it's in the book of Daniel. Let's go forward. What are we looking for tonight? And we're going to look for it in this book of Daniel. Look at this. This says truth. Armor up with truth. Oh, we're going to find our belt of truth, because it goes right in the middle of a soldier's armor. And we're going to find this belt of truth in this story tonight. Okay, today's Bible story is about three men and who knew the absolute truth about God, and they would not bow down to anything else. Their names, now get these names. How would you like this to write on your paper at school? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Oh, yeah, I will tell you all about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Three men who was taken into a faraway land, way away from their homeland. They were in Babylon. And while they were in Babylon, a wicked king had made this crazy rule. He says, when I play all this music, I want you to bow down to this. And he had made this gigantic gold statue, an idol. It was 90 feet tall. Now that's tall. That's taller than me. That's taller than the building here. 90 feet tall. And he says, when I play this music, I want you to bow down and worship. And Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego said, hey, no way, we are not going to bow down. And it made the king mad. He said, well, let me play this music and you'd see if you'll change your mind. So he played his music. Why, they didn't change their mind because they knew the truth. They said, no, we know you bow down to one God, and that is Jehovah God, and we will not bow down to nothing else except for the real Jehovah God. So it made the king so mad. Oh, he said, well, you know what? I've got something. Let's see. He said, I've got something that'll change your mind. He heated up a furnace, and this furnace was hotter than the fire that comes out of little Sparky's mouth. Yeah, this furnace was so hot. He said, Fire will make you change your mind. And they said, no, it won't. Don't matter what kind of fire you have. The truth is the truth, and we stand for the truth. They would not bow. So the king decided, okay, I'm just going to throw you in there. And they said, it's okay if you have to do what you got to do, but God's going to stand with us no matter what. He throws them in that fire. And then all of a sudden he looks in there and said, wait a minute, how many of you were in there? And everybody says, King, there was Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. That's 3 guys, King. That's just 3. He said, wait a minute, I see 4 in there. So let's look in this fire. Everybody look, count them. 1, 2, 3. Who does that one look like? Well, Nebuchadnezzar knew who it looked like too. He said, he looks like the Son of God. Yes, he was. Guess who was in there waiting on them to take care of them in that fire? It was Jesus. And the king says, well, come out of there. And they walked out. Not one tiny hair was burnt. Not a little bitty piece of their clothes was burnt. They didn't smell like smoke. God had taken care of them. God was the one that had taken care of them in this fire. Now listen, there's going to be times in our lives. There's going to be times in our lives when we're with other people, when everybody else is doing something, and our heart tells us, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. No, it's not right. And we need to stand for truth. We need to stand for truth. And did you know that God will stand with you when you stand for truth? That is what God does. That's what God does. So today we put on the belt of truth. So we're going to armor up with truth. Armor up with truth. Can all the knights of the North Castle say, huzzah? Good job. Good job. Now then, listen, let's take time now and we're going to say a little prayer before you leave to go to your next station, okay? So you bow your heads and close your eyes, and I'm going to pray, and you pray with me, okay? Oh, this is a good time to talk to Jesus. God is caring. God is kind, giving love. And He gives us peace in times like this, a peace of mind. We can follow God's way by sharing and caring every day. Amen and amen.
Boys and girls, I am so excited to be here tonight at the Knights Castle with you guys. We're going to start on our craft for night 1. And so you should have a bag in your backpack, a baggie that says day 1 on it. And so you're going to have 2 crafts in that. One, we're going to build a knight. So let's start with that. You should have a board like this in there. And then you should have 2 little parts of stickies in there with your knight in there and the shield and the little tassel. And what we're going to do is with the board, you're going to fold it like a toilet paper roll. And you're going to place those little I don't know what you would call them, but into there, and they kind of stick in there, and it'll look like this. And then you're going to take your little stickers and place them on your board, and it's going to turn out like this. The easiest way I found is that if you start with the feet and kind of work your way up, that way you don't run out of room at the top. So that will be one of the crafts that you're going to do tonight. And then the second craft is in a baggie like this, and it has the armor of God in it. And you should have instructions on how to build that necklace. But this is a reminder, once you get your necklace built, you can wear this every single day to help you, to remind you that to put on the armor of God every day. So we've got the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, the feet filled with readiness, shield of faith, helmet of salvation, and then your sword of the Spirit. So as I said, you have instructions in there, but the beads kind of go like brown, and then a wooden piece, and then brown, red, yellow, red, brown, wooden piece. And you just follow that same pattern all the way through. To get your little clasp at the end, you may have to cut off about half of that plastic piece on the end to get it to snap together. But that's okay, just take a pair of scissors and cut it in half. Tie you a knot as close to the end of it as you can. And then you're going to tie knots on the ends. After you get all your beads and your little wooden pieces on there, you're going to tie the knots on the ends as well. So that will be your 2 crafts for tonight. And then, of course, I look forward to tomorrow night. We're going to do a mosaic castle scene, which I'm really excited about. It's going to be really fun. And then also we have a castle that has stickers that you can stick on there and make your castle look the way you want it. So I look very forward to tomorrow night with you guys.
Hello, welcome Knots, and this is Science with Dr. Squid. I'm Dr. Squid, and I'm here to show you the science. Tonight, we are going to make an invisible fire extinguisher. And you may be wondering, what is an invisible fire extinguisher? I'm about to show you. So what you're going to need 1 tablespoon of baking soda. You're going to pour it in a tall glass. And then after you pour that, you want to light your candle that you have stuck in the bottom of a bowl. And you may want to use Play-Doh to stick it in there so it stands straight up. Light your match. Make sure to get an adult to help you with that. And then after that's lit, you're going to want to add your vinegar to your baking soda. When you pour it, it's going to bubble up. But once it starts bubbling up, you're going to want to wait until after it stops bubbling so it's just liquid at the bottom. So we'll wait for that to happen. And now it's stopped bubbling. And all right, so what you're going to do, you're not going to pour any liquid on it. You're just going to act like you're pouring it. And put it out. How this works is baking soda and vinegar create a gas called carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide is very dense. It's denser than oxygen, the air that we breathe. And fire needs oxygen to burn, and so it's more dense than that, and it covers it up and it puts it out. So to tie in with our Bible story, fire can be really scary, and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were in a furnace, and this just shows that God is there to put the fire out and be with us and help us through situations. So thank you for joining us for Science tonight, and tomorrow night, make sure to join us because we're going to be making catapults. Bye!